Hey guys, what is going on? JPCowFace here, and we are back with episode 5 of Let's Play Civilization 6, playing as America and as Abraham Lincoln. Right, so where did we get to last episode? We have got our first city down over on the far east over here of this land, this fine fair land we are claiming, right next to the lovely natural wonder, Deity. And we're just in the middle of kind of clearing this area. We had a new barb camp just pop up here. We know we've got one hidden down here somewhere. So we've got to deal with this barb camp up here, deal with one down there, and just keep on establishing more of a claim on this lovely bit of land we were blessed with. As you can see here, we've got this kind of natural cut-off that kept us away from everyone else for so long of the game. I mean, for the first episode, all we'd met was Mexico City down here and some lovely local barbarians. But yeah, that's where we're at. And so today we've got to expand. So we're going to be doing that today, hopefully, fingers crossed. We did in our last episode get our first promotion or second promotion, whichever way you want to look at it, for our secret society, Sanguine Pact. That gave us our second vampire and our ability to build our first vampire castle. And yeah, as that is all about location, I came up with basically this location right here for Buffalo. And we're going to get a heap load of adjacency yields, basically. We're going to collect up all the adjacent yields of the tiles surrounding the vampire castle, and we're going to build ourselves a lovely little home for our vampires. So yeah, that is ace. We'll skip a turn for our vamp there. Right, and we've got these guys to deal with, these lovely little annoying guys. Wonder if we can heal and then potentially tank a hit from these guys. I'm dubious. I'm not too sure. But I guess I'm going to have to find out. Yeah, at least this tile's got a double defensive bonus as well. So we will find out. We'll move our archer in closer because that was the plan. We will move our chariot towards the archer, so hopefully they can take the shot from the archer rather than our archer itself. We can, in the next turn, upgrade our archers to crossbowmen, so that's going to be a nice little upgrade for our army. I didn't mean to do that. Right, our random galleys are just going to just sit and wait, and we'll probably delete them at some point. They've got no real world use for this cut-off sort of sea down here. I don't know whether to call it an inland sea, because it connects to the South Pole, I guess. But yeah, they're not really much use. I might keep hold of them until they can go on to open ocean tiles, and we just open up a bit more of this view down here. Make sure there's nothing hidden, like a tiny little island with another tribal hut or something like that. But yeah, for the moment they've served their purpose, and now they're pretty much useless to us, except for, you know, their costing. So anyway, we have found a nice natural wonder, Mato de Pila. Yeah, that's a nice wonder, especially if you're pushing for a faith game. But we got a nice culture-based wonder down here, which suits us just fine. Okay, we'll keep moving our units out. This guy here, this man at arms here, was our first free unit from building an industrial zone. So that is lovely, and we're going to keep on getting free units, free melee units, every time we build a industrial zone, and every time we build a building within that industrial zone, and it's not going to cost us any money or any resources to build it or maintain it. So that is going to be a really nice way of getting a standing army. We might want to obviously complement that with our own mounted units or whatever down the line, but as a base of an army, military, that's fine with me. Right. Do we want to get rid of any iron? Well, we can see what people are willing to give us, because as long as we're getting free units, that doesn't cost us money or resources. I've got no use for it. It can just make us some money. Do I want to give it to old Grumpy Pants here? It's probably a better deal than... Well, it is a better deal than Solomon. Is he? No one's at war, but he's not friendly with a lot of people. All right. Okay. He's pretty advanced scientific wise, and he's got a strong army as well. So I'm not too keen to give it to him. And the money's not amazing, so I'll hold on to it a bit longer and see if we can get a better deal somewhere else. And old Julius would like to buy some of our knights here. And yeah, I'm not going to sell it to you. We discovered that in the last episode, and we've got a nice resource of it under, I think it was our government plaza. So yeah, and we've got another resource of it too. So we've got 2 resources for knight to work. We need to actually lay down a city at the other location, but we got an automatic supply of it, because it was underneath our government plaza, so that's good going forwards. Right, what do we want to do here? Urban Development Treaty, building towards districts. This early in the game, I find that AI always go for city centres. So I'm just going to go with the flow, and I'm going to go with city centres. We're laying down new cities, and we've already got cities that still need city centre development, so I'm happy to go with that. I'm not worried here because I've got nothing. All players may condemn units chosen religion. I have had what have I been getting? Sikhism? Hinduism. All right. I'm going to vote for Hinduism, just on the off chance that I can get some free Diplo favor for it. So I'm not going to put any extra votes into it, I don't think. Let's see how that... and would you know it, they didn't go for city centre, they went for campus, which is fine as well. We're going to be building campuses, so we want to try and benefit from that. And it went opposite to what I voted. It went to plus 10 strength for Hinduism. It makes no difference to us, really. And that's machinery completed for us. So we can upgrade our units. All right, now I want to run away with our heavy chariot, because there is a man-at-arms there, and he will destroy us. He will destroy everything we know. All right, let's kill this archer with our archer. And luckily we did take a shot, and we survived, so we can heal. And hopefully we should be able to, well, he should die if he attacks us again. So that is great. Oh, I need to buy this tile quickly just so I can improve it, which is fine. So we'll just make that slightly better tile. And we've got our inspiration for feudalism. We've got our 6th farm down, and now we can build our castle. So we will do that, and let's just have a look and look at what we ended up with. If it will want to show us. Right, there we go. So it's not by any means the most amazing vampire castle I've ever seen, but a tile that wasn't really going to be doing anything unless we put a district on it or something. Has 9 production, 11 gold, 6 culture, and 12 food. So yeah, that's gonna do a lot for our city of Buffalo there. I'm happy with that. Okay, move our archer in, and we can upgrade these guys. Start upgrading these guys to crossbowmen, and we're going to get much more modern army, a lot stronger. And here's our second free melee unit, our second free man-at-arms that's been built in Washington from our industrial zone. I really like getting these free units. And obviously, as we move through the ages as well, the units are going to change and keep up with the times. So next there'll be musket men and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's really cool. All right, so we got that 6 farm down. I don't need to necessarily do any more of these farms over here. So perhaps I can get some more where I've got Magnus at the moment. Magnus. You're right here, aren't you? Yeah, you're hitting underneath all these pins. All right. Right, we're building stables. Might just hang around with our 2 builds on a builder. We've got 2 woods here. I might just move over to this one where we've got a planned commercial hub, and we will clear the woods there. And I'll maybe wait until we've completed our stable and then figure out what we want to move on to next. And we can put all that nice extra production towards that. I might just move our vampire out and go and have a little bit more of a nosy around, just push around these borders and stuff. And just get a bit of a better lay of the land. We still don't actually know exactly where Kataja is, I don't think. I'm kind of imagining she's in this kind of area on the other side of Robert de Bruce. And underneath Solomon, probably. But we will find out. Okay, so Washington has completed its industrial zone. I think it will be good to work on a settler. Yeah. Okay, 3 turns for growth, 4 turns for a settler. I'm happy for that. We will pretty much stay at the same pop. We're not going to be going down, sort of. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Get another settler popped out. Alright, so while we have our vampire on our vampire castle, we might as well benefit from healing him up while he's on it. Let's use a bit of cash and buy this other whale tile as well, because that will give us a spare copy of whales to sell. And that means money. Money is good. Okay, so this guy. Alright, we got to figure out how to deal with this camp here and this man-at-arms, and then push down and find that other camp and deal with that. We'll carry on moving some of these guys over. We might as well. Alright, that's another archer we can upgrade, and that is our Eureka for metal casting, having got 2 crossbowmen. So that's another nice Eureka. We are getting era score from Eurekas. We've only got 1 more era point to get to secure ourselves a golden age for the next turn. We've got 8 turns to do it. So it could be important just to make sure we can do that. We can do that with our free inquiry dedication as well. So let's take a look at what we could possibly get Eureka'd, and I think it's probably going to be stirrups, isn't it? Because we are working on feudalism. We're going to get feudalism in 1 turn. That means we're going to secure our golden age in 1 turn. And do not need to worry. Everything is good. And we can just carry on with what we're doing. Right, we'll carry on having a little nosy around. See if we can possibly come across any tribal villages or anything that the AI might not have found yet. Back. Don't know what I'm pressing. Pressing around stuff. Monty is still after my iron with a terrible, terrible deal. Oh, sorry, Monty. And Solomon would like our niter as well, and that's terrible, terrible. People must have really bad gold at the moment because these deals stink. Like, they are stinking up the face. Rubbish. Hey, and that is feudalism done for us as well. We can plug in serfdom, which will be a lovely, powerful card for us. Serfdom will give us 2 extra build charges for our builders. And if we get Liang, let's not do that yet. I'm not sure. We moved anyway. Yeah, so if we get Liang plugged in, she will give 1 extra build charge as well. So then we will get 6 charge builders, and that goes a lovely long way towards improving everything that we've got that needs improving around our empire. Right, we've still got Corvée plugged in, which we've not been able to put to use yet, but I would like to. It's for the game we should really be trying to play. I really need to try and figure out getting some wonders built for our empire. We have the grand total of 0 so far. And we're still going to be popping out settlers. So we want to keep that, and I think everything is good as it is. Okay, and there is our Eureka, and there is our era point, and there is our golden age for the next turn. And that makes me a very happy chappy. Let's cross the river with our guy. Oh, that's not good. Okay. We do need to run away because we can't kill him, and he could probably, possibly kill us in the end with their skirmisher. Let's get those whales online. We can now get a industry as well. I wonder, this Buffalo could end up becoming a real powerhouse of a city if we get an industry in here as well. It's got a vampire castle. It's got tiles around Piatiti. It's going to have a reasonably good industrial zone as well. Yeah, and it could become a real powerhouse. If we were to build as well a harbour and get a harbour fully upgraded, and I wonder, I'm picturing it now. Buffalo could be the jewel in our empire. We could have a harbour district here, and then a mausoleum at Harlequinus here. We can have these tiles from Piatiti and all these fabulous coastal tiles from having a fully upgraded harbour and the mausoleum at Harlequinus. Wow. I mean, that would be a city and a half. And for that reason, I think I'm going to say, let's go for it. Why not? Get a harbour pin in here. And then we can add in the mausoleum at Harlequinus right there. And obviously the pink archer, the effect it will have on our water tiles. But I can tell you they're going to be good if we could do it, if that's something we could pull off. I'm tempted to maybe make that our second district here at Buffalo, just so we can beeline our way straight towards trying to get that wonder built. I had a dream, and the dream was good. The dream was Buffalo. Usually it's buffalo wings, but if you can hear some weird noises in the background, we've got some people going around cutting the grass, so I apologise for that. But let's crack on with the game anyway. Right, so San Francisco has completed the stable, and as our forward defensive city, should anyone want to come for us, we really want to benefit from getting some walls up. So that's probably what we would like to do next. Although the Terracotta Army could be a nice one for us to get. As our first wonder, at least we can get some promotions across our army, and we've got some chops to do, so that could help us along the way. I'm going to do that before we do anything else. It would be nice to get a first wonder down. So I'll build it here, and we can chop. That has taken it down to 17. That's not too bad. We're just going to get out and see if we can just have a little poke around. We might end up needing to buy our way back in through open borders with Monty. Right, we have an envoy to send out, and we might as well get our third envoy in at Taruga, and that will give us an instant boost for when we start laying down our universities at the campuses that's still to be built. We've only got 2 campuses down so far, so we do need to. We're falling so far behind, really, on the scientific front. All right, genius. Shush, shush. All right, and there is recorded history. It could probably be nice to get a natural philosophy policy card in play, but I might just wait until we've got a 6th policy government to add things like that as well. I know what we've got is going to kind of work for us, and we've got ourselves in a bit of a sticky situation here with our archer, and it's likely we probably lose him. Can we run away into the sea? We will find out. All right, we're going to need to step our man-at-arms back into Buffalo's territory and heal them up. We'll put the industry down on the whales here. And that's another nice tile for Buffalo. Free gold, free production, free food. That is nice. Right, we have wine spare to sell. Who's going to want it the most? And I'm definitely willing to sell it to Katasha more than Monty. So we will do that. I think she might have had it before. Right, Washington has completed the settler. And we do have potential for another wonder. We've got potential for Petra, which seems pointless considering there's not really much desert tiles to work with. Where would it? We'd have to build it here. Right, so I'm not going to build it this turn. I'm going to get down the workshop down at Washington, and that's going to be another free unit for us, which would be nice. All right, where do we want to go with our next settler? Do we want to claim this location? Let's go here, I think. Now it's going to be one of the cities that hasn't got fresh water, and we can't get an aqueduct on there for them either. So we're just going to have to live with that, but it's got a better campus location, and we can expand into the Piatiti adjacent tiles pretty much straight away. So that will be, yeah, I'll do that. And then, yeah, we will get some more settlers out, and we'll try and get all these locations down if possible. I think the count was at 13 potential locations. Right. Where do we want to go next? Let's clear this one. Keep on heading the back up towards the barb problems at the other end. Right, we have another governor title. So we could bring in Liang, and then we can benefit from fully loaded builders, 6 charge builders, which would be nice. Or we could promote Pingala to grants, which will give us 100% great people points generated in this city. And I think we can live with the 5 builder charges at the moment. I'd like to benefit from the potential of more great people. So we're going to do that. Okay, so we are probably going to lose our archer here, unfortunately. We can move into the water and just hope and pray that they don't fire on us, but it's unlikely. Our chariot is a bit just useless at this point. It'd be nice to get to a point where we can upgrade them from being a heavy chariot. Right, let's clear that. We are down to 9. And I think I might buy this tile here, and then we've got another chop to do as well. Right, we have cotton to sell, and who would like our cotton? And I'm going to say Robert de Bruce can have this one. He's paying the most, and he's not the furthest ahead. So, but we can declare our friendship with dear old Robert de Bruce. All right, let's keep moving out. We keep these crossbowmen over here on our front line. Oh, we've got a bit of expansion here by Robert de Bruce. We can't necessarily get through. I wonder how much open borders will cost. And he's happy to do it for free. So we do that. Let's also do it with Robert de Bruce. He's happy. All right. All right, so we did lose our archer, unfortunately. So we are down to not a lot. There's absolutely no point putting our heavy chariot up against pikemen or man-at-arms. He will just capitulate and die. So I'm going to keep him there. I'll just station our crossbowmen at San Francisco there. One in the encampment and one in the city, and they can be there just in case. Our closest neighbours are Julius and Monty, and neither of them particularly like us much. Let's see if we can sell a bit more iron for a decent price this time, if anyone wants it. Not particularly. 5 a turn from Solomon. 5 a turn is 5 a turn. And I might as well just take that as well. It's a little bit extra. Right, we have completed our harbour at Cincinnati. And we are going to... I can't believe we've only got 1 trade route capacity at this stage in the game. That is absolutely diabolical. So we work on a lighthouse. We will get slightly better coast tiles, but also another housing and another trade route capacity as well. Okay, so let's just move our heavy chariot out the way. Keep moving towards them with actual decent units that can fight. And just put them on alert. We can just have a little poke around, nosy around with our vampire. Okay, and where have we got? We got New York has completed the aqueduct, which is lovely for them. What do we want to do next? Do we want to build a harbour or complete the workshop? Production is definitely on the low side. So we could, yeah, let's persevere and build the workshop for New York. And then we can worry about things like the harbour and the commercial hub. All right, and there is education done, so we can start to think about getting universities in our campuses that we have completed already. We've, like I said, we've only got the 2 done so far. We're definitely behind on where we should be. We should definitely have more. But there's so many good plans for us as well. As I think, as long as we don't get pulled into a war against any of them, really, because they're all much more advanced than us. We should be all right. All right, we might want to get open borders here with Solomon. Just notice Solomon is braving it, and he's got a very low standing army. He's not too worried, and still no one is at war. It's quite peaceful around at the moment. Right, education completed. We can do stirrups. We've got a boost for metal casting. All right, let's have a look at some of our kill a unit with a spearman. Well, no, it's not going to happen, is it? Right, kill a unit with a musketman. We've not got them yet. Have the guild's civic. All right, we'll reveal what we got here, and I'm expecting it to. Well, we'll find out what it's going to be. Yeah, we'll find out in 3 turns what we have after that. The guilds. Do we know where the guilds is yet? We don't. All right. Well, one more turn for mercenaries. We could get our 6th policy government from going for divine right here and implementing monarchy. But we see. I wonder if we can get the inspiration for civil service. How far away are we from getting a 10 pop city? Washington's at 8. And they're growing fairly well. So that could potentially happen. All right, and there's mercenaries completed as well. Professional army could be a good policy slot as well. But again, until we've got a 6th policy slot government in place, I'm sticking with what we've got. And we try and benefit there from their boosts. Right, our other units are nearly getting to where we need them, and our man-at-arms and vampire here are nearly healed up. Solomon, is he really after iron again? You're not going to give us particularly a lot, are you? I'm expecting you've not got much money. 31. Wow. That's not going to happen. Right. So mercenaries completed. 6 turns for city growth. Let's go for divine right then. We're not going to get the inspiration for divine right. So we might as well get that in and just get it down as our first 3rd tier 6 policy government. All right. Let's still just hang around with our heavy chariot. Okay, we can cut through Solomon's land now. Right, another envoy to spend. I might not put this anywhere. We can't change the board at all. We can't remove anyone from being a suzerain or make or become the suzerain of anyone. But there are going to be more city-states to meet. So That is something we really want to do. Once we get this city down here as well, we'll have access to open ocean. We can get out exploring a lot better from this side of the map as well. All right, and we have entered the Renaissance era, and we have got ourselves a golden age. All right, and we've completed stirrups. So that's knights for us, and we can finally upgrade a heavy chariot to something a bit more worthwhile and useful at fighting, especially at this point in the game. Right, this guy's come in and decided he wants to try and pick a fight, so we will show him what's what. Keep on moving in the right direction with our guys here. All right, Aztec. I think Aztecs are really going to lose this city here. Right, that's also another free unit for us. Happy days. All right, a few more city-state quests. Build a entertainment complex for Tusa. Eureka for military tactics from Taruga. And inspiration for naval tradition. Yep, we're not going to hit that one, I don't think. What was it? Military tactics. Probably not going to hit that one either. Well, we're not going to hit that one. All right. Renew our friendship with Solomon. We like to have friends. Right. Our golden age. It looks like we're the only ones with the golden age too. Monty's in the dark age. Julius is in a normal age. I wonder if that potentially could flip towards us. I'd be surprised. I really would be surprised. But you never know. Right, what dedication do we want for our Renaissance era dedication? And I think we could go for Hick St. Dracones. And we're going to get our new city down, which is going to give us access to the open ocean, and we can do a bit of proper exploring then. So we will get +3 starting population for cities settled on different continents. That's actually not the version of Hick St. Dracones that I was thinking of. It's not going to be... Sticking myself in a normal age there, aren't I? Okay, right. Let's have another look. Right, monumentality could be the one we want, I think. And we can use faith. We've not got a lot of faith, but we can use faith to possibly get a settler, a free settler. I say free, but yeah. I think that's the one we want to go for. Absolutely. Right, after stirrups, where do we want to go to next? All right, so it was buttresses after stirrups. We do have San Francisco that can benefit from a dam. We know that. We can... Ooh, Terracotta Army. Is that a classical... I'm gonna have to go in and have a look. I don't think there it is. So it is classical. So we will get the boost by completing our Terracotta Army. This I didn't realise that was the last charge for that builder, but obviously it was. And when we cleared that forest. Okay, so 3 turns until we complete that. And it's 5 turns for buttress, so we complete that in 3 turns, I expect. All right, Washington has completed the workshop, and that gave us another free unit. Our army is really stacking up quite nicely now. What should we go for next? The university for 3 turns is definitely the way to go. And then we can get our pop up to 10 at Washington before we maybe move on to a settler after the university. And that will give us another the inspiration, yeah, for civil service. All right. Everyone just keep moving into positions. We have a barb infestation to deal with. All right, which way do we want to go now? Let's just see the loyalty. Yeah. It could, you know, that could well be flipping towards us. We will see. 2 turns. I mean, we could potentially try and take it by force. We've not really got the units to do it. We've got no siege units. But hey, let's move our vampire out. We'll cut through Robert's territory to see what's what. We have found Istanbul, Solomon's capital. We're still not located Carthagia exactly, but yeah, I still expect it to be around this location on the map. All right, let's keep moving our guys out. Yeah, I do apologize for it. It's very messy to look at the moment with all these pins, but I'm hoping they do start to disappear quite quickly. Obviously, the national park ones wait until conservation, much further down the game. So there is that. Okay. Let's try and cut around the top of Istanbul here with Dora. Want to sell us some, right, cheap, take both, I think. I'll take it all at that price. My people will be loving me. And we have met another civilization. We have met Tamiris, rather. Yeah, it's an honor to meet you, and we can exchange capitals. Right, you are up here. Okay. No wonder we didn't meet you. And here we have completed the Terracotta Army. That is lovely to get a wonder finished. And it's looking very fine and mighty on the riverbank there. Very happy with that. And we have completed Buttress as well, so we can get a dam built at San Francisco. Yeah, so that gave us Eureka and completed Buttress. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right, so we could work on a dam at San Francisco, and then we can look at getting the industrial zone done there as well. All right, so no, that is flipping towards Julius. So yeah, okay. I'm not too surprised by that. It's a little annoying that he will now have control right on our borders. Right, let's do the walls first. Is a sensible thing to do. We get the walls done at San Francisco. Washington has completed the university, and next it'll be sensible to do settler and 3, population growth and 2. That'll give us our civil service inspiration. And we have also completed the aqueduct at Buffalo. So that is nice. Do we do the harbour next? Yeah, so I think we want to do the harbour for sure. Still not got very good production at Buffalo, unfortunately. I think I actually forgot, and I will look it up quickly. But I think I I think the yields from the Vampire Castle go to your capital, don't they? Yeah, and grants a tile yields to the capital, and that is why Washington. And it's still important to get a good location for the Vampire Castle. This tile wasn't particularly going to be doing anything for Buffalo without it there anyway. We might have been able to put a district or a farm there, but our district plans were over to this side, so it doesn't really matter. So we got the benefits of the good yields, and that is why Washington is churning out universities in 3 turns. I'm not going to complain there. And when we have a second Vampire Castle down 2, it's going to be even better for our capital as well. But I'm still really confident about the potential of Buffalo with these PATT tiles, and then the potential of a Mausoleum at Halicarnassus, presuming it's not already down. Right, so what are we doing with these guys? Right, we've got our knight in a sticky position. Right, let's keep moving everyone towards the danger. Stick this guy back here. Let's hit this man at arms with our vampire, and then yeah, let's hit him with our knight. This man at arms will need to cross the river, taking a penalty for doing so if he does, so that's fine. We're going around the top of Istanbul here. Alright, Tamiris would like some horses. People would like some horses potentially. For how much so? That's nice. I'll take that. 24 gold a turn for 38 horses. I'm perfectly happy for that, I think. And what about iron? And still not a lot for iron, unfortunately. 1 gold. 1 gold. Do you think this is a charity? It's not. I can tell you that, good sir. Right. Right, we're going to have promotions across the board. And I probably should have done that before attacking with our other units, but hey ho. Right, we will promote with garrison, because these guys, I'm leaving them here basically to defend the front line. So they can get garrison as well, and everyone will get a promotion. Might as well promote these guys, even though they're probably not sticking around. They can get their Emblon promotions, and we'll have to see to the other guys in the next turn or so. Right, buttress completed. Right, we could move on to military tactics. We're not going to get a spearman to be able to get a kill. So that's logical to start there. It'd be good to be able to move on to a mass production, which we can do straight away. It doesn't require anything else. But we get military tactics first. We can definitely get a lumber mill built in somewhere to get to the Eureka for mass production. We've already got the Eureka for metal casting. I'm going to lock that in for after military tactics, because it'd be nice to get access to a decent siege unit at this point in the game. I've not got a mind to be going to war with anyone at this point. I don't really feel the need. We've got ample space for Empire and really good plans laid out as well. Yeah, so the plan is to pretty much conquer them through peace, but I want to be able to, you know, if someone decides to go to war with me and attack me, I'm going to want to be able to attack them back and do some damage. So let's just start off with these two, and we will go from there. All right, and we've got our Eureka for military science. Right, okay, so we can get you two guys just resting again. You're not going to be doing anything useful for us. Yeah, you still can't move out into open ocean. You guys can stay on alert as well. Let's move out this way with our vampire. All right, we will clear this camp and we will promote our man-at-arms, and we will promote him with tortoise promotion. Move the other guy in as well. We can, obviously we don't promote our vampires, but they do go up in strength as we go through the game. We will promote our knight here, and let's go with barding. Okay. Keep on having a look. Hello, we've met another city-state Fez. And that's where our spare envoy is going to go. And there's going to be another little boost to our science, and showing us the ways of Owl's Minerva, which we're not really interested in. Alright. Right, so Julius is impressed by our army here, so he doesn't dislike us anymore. So we might as well take the opportunity to see if we can butter him up a little bit. We do have one of the strongest armies now in the game, and it's probably not too I was going to say the other armies probably aren't too more advanced than our own. They are going to be a little bit, but right. So there is our next government unlocked with a divine right. We can get monarchy in place. There is 2 era score for that. Okay, so let's have a look at what we want to do. So we've got serfdom still in. We want colonization in. We've got plenty more settlers to pop out. And now I think it's time we can stick natural philosophy in. That's going to give us another little boost to our science. Right, so as for our military policies, where do we want to go here? So professional army. We have got money coming in. It's not amazing money by any means yet. Where else do we want to go? Maybe veterancy. The thing is, we don't really need any help with producing military units. As long as we keep on building industrial zones and their buildings, and we're going to keep putting out units. But maybe help with the cost. Might change that at some point, especially when we can get a boost to our industrial zone output as well, which we don't have yet. So Gothic architecture probably could have been good as well, but we might just need to bring that in maybe once we're happy with the amount of settlers that we've got out. So we'll go with that for the moment. And that has improved our money a little bit, not dramatically, but a little bit. Let's just move our units out. We'll move our knight towards the skirmisher, and our other guys take out this man-at-arms. And we move our other one, and we can finally start. We might as well actually start moving down with our knight here, and our vampire can deal with that skirmisher. Right, our settler is in place for our new city. So that is going to be lovely, and that is the city of Baltimore. That is lovely for us. Right, we have our builder, and we might as well start with getting this wine online. Okay, we've already got an industry for wine up at San Francisco. So, right, we don't have a need for more units to deal with that barb problem. So I won't send him over there. Right, so we met Fez. Let's keep on having a look around. I still expect to find Gatasha in this area around here, I think. So let's head down and see if we can find her. We have discovered another continent, Oceania. Right. So we need to get our next civic in place, and we have 10 population at Washington. So we've got our inspiration for civil service. And well, yeah, I think after that we're going to have to either go for enlightenment or do naval tradition to start unlocking this path down here. So let's lock naval tradition in after civil service. We'll open up the rest of the civics. So yeah, that is another city down around Deity. And we're going to have some lovely tiles from that. We could probably benefit from getting all these tiles. In fact, that is something I'm going to do. I might not have enough gold for all of them, but I'm going to buy this tile here for Buffalo. And then I'm going to buy these tiles for Baltimore. And we do have enough tiles. Yeah, that needs to be... We need to swap this tile with Baltimore because that needs to be within the borders of Baltimore. So that's all going to work out nicely for us. Yeah, so we've gobbled up all those juicy tiles around Piatiti. I'm really looking forward to getting this harbour built at Buffalo and working on the Mausoleum at Hardicarnassus and just growing this potential for an absolute monster of city. So thank you to the people of Buffalo. You know, this is going to be a lovely city for us. Washington's turning out to be a production powerhouse, churning out units and buildings at a real quick pace, and it's going to only get better once we get to the point of getting our second vampire castle down as well. Yeah, so things are starting to fall in place more and more. We've nearly cleared these barbarians out from down this east end. And yeah, I'm really happy with how things are going. So that is it for today, though. I hope you've enjoyed today's content. If you have, leave us a like. Please subscribe. That would be lovely. And I hope you have a brilliant rest of your day. And I will see you again in the next one. See ya.